Welcome to Training Tuesday for Tuesday, November 9th, 2021. I have an obstacle course set up for Tuvok, who is a 2-year-old corn snake. And I'm gonna see if I can get him to shift out of his enclosure all the way onto this little course I have set up. Now he bypassed the normal items that we've been practicing on, which I don't know if you can see in the enclosure are his hamster tube and some rocks. And this is new, these things I have set up outside of his enclosure. So I'm not quite sure how he's gonna engage with these. And he's a little bit hesitant, but he's staying at least this far out. So next time he looks at the target, right there, I'm going to go ahead and reinforce him because I want to encourage him to come further and further out of his enclosure. He has always been shy since he arrived here from Port City Pet a couple of years ago. 2 snakes arrived at the same time from Port City Pet, and the other one is completely the opposite. He's super outgoing, and this one has always been shy. And this is the other one, and he's always been more outgoing. So I'll see if I can get him to come on out. He was partway out of his enclosure on his own already. He came along with Tuvok. They came at the same time from Port City Pet. This one's name is Normal, and they just have opposite personalities. Tuvok has always been shy, and Normal has always been outgoing. And I'd like to see if he'll set his body on the rock, which he did. And then when I feel like he has a firm hold, I'll ask him to come over onto this box. I want him to get enough of his body on the rock that he has a solid grip on it, and that he feels like enough of his body is outstretched that he can hang on to the rock and then turn this direction towards the box. And he's doing a really good job. And if he just brings his head up and over the box, I'm going to go ahead and reinforce that behavior, because this is the first time that he has engaged with this particular box, although boxes are nothing new for him. Good job, Normal. I want to take a moment just now to show you some prototype animal training targets that one of my animal training colleagues, Danielle, is working on. Danielle is a dog trainer, and she's working on some prototype training targets that we can use for snake training. I'll show you first of all what the targets look like. And the reason that some of these are numbered is we were playing with different colors and with different sizes. And she sent me these samples, and so they're numbered because I was trying out the different sizes, the different colors, the different thicknesses, and it's just easier to tell her which one I mean if they're numbered. But this is what they look like, and she's working on them in different sizes and in slightly different thicknesses, and she's working with some slightly different colors in regards to the targets. I'll show you one that I have temporarily taped on a stick because I'm just trying it out. And then this is one that I have zip tied to a retractable stick that I've been testing out. So these might be something that will be available in the future, and I want you guys to let me know what you think, or if you have any great ideas for animal training equipment or specifically snake training equipment that you might be interested in. And if you have ideas like that, or you want to let me know what you think of these sample targets, please comment, and I will pass that along to Danielle. I'm going to set up an activity for Merlin to do that is similar to lots of activities he's done before. It's just a shifting exercise. However, I want to set it up a little bit differently than I've set it up before. And I want him to shift across this bridge, across the table, and onto the scale. And this is something he's never seen or done before. And Merlin has emerged as a snake that's excellent at generalizing behaviors, which means he's able to take behaviors he's done in the past and generalize them to new contexts, to new environments. Even though he's never seen or been on or smelled this board before, he just came right out onto it because he has shifted out so many times on so many other things that he understands the general concept of what we're doing. And I'm using the target to direct him, obviously, where I'd like him to be. And keeping him engaged with the activity. Ultimately, I want him on the scale. And this is just a demonstration of how he can shift out of his enclosure and onto a scale or a station, or he could have shifted into a crate or anywhere that I asked him to shift to. And the trick is, because snakes are so long, obviously, that I need his whole body on the scale. And if I was cleaning his enclosure, I would obviously want his whole body out of the enclosure, which it is right now, but I want it on the scale because this is simulating if I was going to weigh him. I want to make sure that 100% of his body is on the scale. So I'm kind of asking him, could he please figure eight his body around the scale so that it's in a good position for me to weigh him, which now he's 100% on the scale. I'm going to ask him to pause at the target for a few seconds, and then I'm going to reinforce him for that. And as usual, Merlin did an outstanding job.